Hey guys, Chris here again with another video. Today's topic video is, of course, as the title states, this is top 5. This is just my list, just personal opinion. Now, I know a lot of people have done these lists before, so you can kind of give and take. There will be a couple of honorable mentions as well. Quick wristwatch check, still indeed wearing that Squally 1521. This was rebought a third time. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I love the watch. What can I say? This is such a fun piece, versatile piece. You can wear it with everything. But enough about the Squally, guys. Now, this list is in no particular order, except for the first one. Of course, for me, as you know, I love the Orange. The Orange Monster is my favorite watch of all time. Well, not necessarily my favorite watch of all time. Probably the Vacheron Overseas is my girl watch, but the Orange Monster is definitely one of my top 5. And it is one of the ones that got me into the hobby. And as you can see, I have it here. I will also throw up a wrist shot of it just so you guys see what it looks like on my wrist. It is the SKX 781, guys. This was the OG. This was the first gen. This is the one that got me down this watch rabbit hole, this madness that we call watch collecting, guys. All these years ago, I can't believe when it was. I think it was like 2008, somewhere around there. I noticed they were going to get discontinued, and of course, you know, I went with orange because the orange is Clemson Tigers color. So I wore it all the time to games when I was down there. Just fun, such a fun watch. Now, a lot of people don't like these just because the aesthetics, just because they're monster-esque. It's why they call it the Orange Monster. Now, they do have many other iterations, guys. There are the Black Monster. And, of course, I still do have this Ninja Monster that my buddy Josh over at Joshtown Watch Reviews kindly gifted to me to steal out last year. Still love this piece, Josh. It's such a fun piece. I have it on this orange FKM strap that he gave me to wear with it too. So definitely a cool piece overall. Definitely something you can kind of wear with whatever, you know, especially the black one, guys. They do have a lot of modern iterations, guys. A lot of different colorways, whatever colorway fancies you guys. Not just the discontinued ones. They do have some newer models out. I do believe Mark at Long Island sells them among many other vendors. Never had any problems with him, so I definitely recommend Mark, guys. Always really great communication. Not sponsored by him or anything like that, but just bought from him, no problems at all. But next on the list is one that, of course, you can't do a top 5 Seiko list without the SKX, guys. The SKX is one of those watches that, and I'll throw up some pictures here, it's one of those watches that got many of us started in the hobby. Now, the Monster was mine, but I followed suit with the SKX. I've owned all the different versions, the JDM version, the K version, which is the made in Malaysia or Taiwan, I believe. Now, they are discontinued with that. Prices have skyrocketed. I believe they're going like right around $70, $100, which still is a lot of money for what we're used to buying them for. We're used to buying them for like $200. You may be able to find some deals in the groups, some kind of discounts on some if you can find them anywhere. A lot of people have modded them. They are infinitely moddable, so there aren't a lot of the original ones left. There may still be, guys, but they are just such a fun piece, just such a versatile, fun piece overall, guys. Again, they are strap monsters, as they say, because you can wear them with whatever kind of straps. I don't really have a personal favorite out of it, though if I did have to choose, it would probably be the Pepsi SKX, just because of the looks. It's just a little bit more quirky. And now third on the list is the Sarb 033 035. Now this is another one that's discontinued, guys. This is one that I do regret selling as well. Pretty much all these I've had sold except for this Monster. But if you remember, I had the 033, I believe it was the 033 is the white dial. It's just a fun, versatile, clean piece, guys. You can dress it up, dress it down. And in my eyes, it kind of rivals the Omega Aquaterra. I might get a lot of hate in the comments for that, but I feel like quality-wise, it's one of the best Seikos had ever made. Kind of wish they would re-bring it back. Cool piece, fun piece, the 035 I had in my hands at one time. Never really owned one, but still, it's just such a fun piece. If you can find them, they're going, I think, around $800 or so right now, which is crazy because considered back in the day, we used to be able to pick them up for $200, $300. So, of course, it's TGV tax. Once he started talking about the Sarbs, the prices shot through the roof because he kind of popularized. But he did bring a lot of people into the hobby, and he let it well known about how good the Sarb was. I originally saw his video, and that's where I ended up buying the Sarb. So, thank you. But the next one is the Seiko Turtle. This comes in many iterations, and of course, as you see, I'll throw up a wrist shot of this as well. This is the green one that I bought a while back earlier this year. These are really cool pieces, great bang for buck. These fit really well. Even the bigger ones, they do have mini turtles, as they call them, for the smaller wristed as well. And I used to have the Patty version of the turtle. I do like this green one just because of the just because the coolness is known as like the grenade dowel. This is another one just like the monster. Plenty of iterations of this. You can find something that suits you, suits your style, suits your taste. The green I feel like is really versatile. Of course, the black or the blue you can't really go wrong with. They have a bunch of Save the Ocean turtles. And again, a lot of them are PADI certified divers, which is pretty cool. So you get a lot of ISO standards for under $500 in a lot of cases, guys. So definitely a fun do it all kind of watch. Not really something you can dress up that much, so it's more of a casual kind of watch just because of the vibes. Again, it's one of those ones that doesn't really wear true to size. It really wears, it conforms to the wrist. Ergonomically, it's a great watch. But the fifth and final watch that I have to mention on this list, guys, is the Seikos Alchemist. This is the 0117, the Sarb. This was the OG, as you know. This is one that I regret selling. I bought it way back when, $400 or $500. And this is another one now that's gone up to upwards of $800. Sometimes I'm seeing now on eBay, places like that, like $1,000. Whether people are getting that for him, I don't know. But again, that's another one, the TGV tax watches, guys, because he's another one that brought it to our attention. So it's just a great watch. They do have a lot of modern iterations of it, which I think are cool. I'll throw up some pictures up here as well. But they're a cool, fun watch, guys. So you can pick up a newer one. They also do have the 1959 that looks like the original Alchemist. The Alchemist is more of a mountaineering watch. It's not really as versatile. Maybe that's why it didn't do so well. But the blue one is really versatile as well. Green, you kind of have to pick and choose what colors you wear with it. But again, overall, really fun watch, guys. Now, what we'll get in honorable mention is the SNK 809. Those are another ones that used to be really cheap. I picked a couple up back in the day for like $60 for Seiko 5. Now I believe those are another ones as people found out the value for money for those watches. Upwards of $200. I'm seeing close to $200. The Sumo is definitely one that will get a honorable mention as well, guys. But the Sumo is not really practical for everybody. I can fit it on my wrist. I've owned a Sumo at one point. They're a fun watch, but just more of a just a heftier, bigger piece. Captain Willard definitely gets a honorable mention. Though I feel like it's too newish. The new ones are too newish anyways, excuse me. Because I do know they had it originally back in the 60s, I think was the original version. But again, the Captain Willard gets an honorable mention. Let me know what else down in the comments, guys, you would add to this list, you would take away from this list. What else would you put in an honorable mention? And again, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.